Hello, and welcome back to Skep's Unnamed Deck Showcase. In this edition of the show, I'm going to be taking a moment to showcase my absolute favorite deck in all of the TCG's history, Lunalight. For some reason, Konami decided it would be a good idea to release Kaleido Chicken Tiger completely unrestricted. I cannot tell you how much of a bad idea that was, and it is on this episode that I will finally reveal to you all that before I am a control player, before I am a mid-range player, before I want to set 3 back row and pass, before I am even a VTuber, I am, first and foremost, a combo player.
So you mean you're a furry?
No, I don't mean I'm a furry! So here we are with the deck, and it looks immaculate. Absolutely fantastic ratios. 3 ofs of all the cards we want to draw, 2 ofs of the cards we do not want to get banished, and a 1 of everything else that is searchable, including a limit 1 draw spell for extra consistency. For the deck, I'm going to be starting off with explaining our skill, because it's not only incredibly broken, it's also poorly translated. Don't you love this game, folks? Lunalight Alleviation is the new event drop, so if you didn't get it, you're shit out of luck, folks. This deck is unplayable without it. That's a lie. It's just much, much worse. Each of the following effects can only be used once per duel. You cannot activate the effects of the monster you sent to the graveyard or cards with the same name. Does it apply to both monsters? It doesn't. You actually can activate the effect of the monster you send from the deck to the graveyard, which is insane. Surely it should be the opposite, right? If you can activate one of the effects of the monsters that's sent to grave, it should be the one you drew, not the one you didn't have to draw. So this makes your Lunalight Tiger a 1-card combo because you can send your Yellow Marten to the graveyard from your deck and then use its effect from the graveyard that turn. Absolutely insane, incredibly broken, and we don't know if it's a bug or not. Send 1 Lunalight monster from your hand to the graveyard, change 1 polymerization in your hand to 1 Lunalight Fusion. I have not yet activated that effect, but I'm sure it can come up. This basically turns your Black Sheep into a Lunalight Fusion searcher. Send 1 Lunalight monster from your hand to the graveyard. Send 1 Lunalight monster from your deck to the graveyard. That is the effect we're using most often, and the most broken one. As I explained, if you send something from the deck to the graveyard, you can activate that card's effects this turn, turning your Lunalight Tiger into a 1-card rank 4. To start off our deck, we're playing 3 copies of the monsters we want to draw, 3 copies of Lunalight Kaleido Chick, and 3 copies of Lunalight Tiger, as well as 3 copies of Fire Formation Tinky to search them. I've seen some lists go to 2. I don't necessarily agree with that, but it's not the worst thing you could be playing. The most cuttable card in this deck is either the 3rd Cosmic Cyclone or the 3rd Tinky, and I decided to cut the 3rd Cosmic Cyclone for the Allure of Darkness, so I am playing functionally 9 starters, 2 copies of Yellow Marten because we don't want to get the first one banished if we don't have a second one. Additionally, sometimes your Lunalight Yellow Marten can become landlocked under your Nightmare if your opponent tries to play around it, so having another one to send is ideal. This is also just TCG ratios. You could probably get away with playing 1, but something tells me that DD Crow stocks are going to be going up in the next format after the ban list goes live, so I would probably play 2. 1 copy of Lunalight Wolf to send off Kaleido Chick and revive off of Black Sheep, and by revive I mean add back to your hand. 1 Crimson Fox, this is cope. I think you should probably cut this for the 2nd Black Sheep so you have more access to Black Sheep. And Crimson Fox targeting something to turn its attack to 0 hasn't really come up, and I think is win more in the current iteration of the deck. Once, like, Kaleido Chick and Tiger get nerfed to hell, you'll probably put Crimson Fox back in, but for right now, I think you'd probably be correct to play 2 Black Sheep and 0 Crimson Fox, just to have more access to your Wolf. 1 copy of Lunalight Emerald Bird, you don't need more than this. It's a niche reborn spell. It's also a card that can cycle for Lunalight Fusion, but with the skill, you can also use Lunalight Black Sheep to cycle for Lunalight Fusion, so it's not that important, but just another level 4 name. We don't really just want to be playing Kaleido Chick and Yellow Marten as our only level 4s, so it is nice to play another level 4 that does something on normal summon. I think it is the best other Lunalight to be playing if you're not playing Crimson Fox, and I don't think Crimson Fox is necessary. 1 Allure of Darkness, this ironically triggers Kaleido Chick, which is very funny. 2 Cosmic Cyclone, I'm just playing 2 because I want to max out on my engine pieces. 3 Tinky, 1 Polymerization to search off Black Sheep, and 1 Lunalight Fusion to search off of Yellow Marten. Sadly, we don't have any rank 4s that detach for effect, but maybe someday we'll get Outer Entity Yarla, who knows. Alright, for the extra deck, all of these cards are mandatory. I don't think you can really cut them and expect the deck to perform as well, so let's go through them. 1 copy of Firefighting Darumidal for the combo. You need this to destroy your Tiger to get a 3rd revive of Chick, so you can send Yellow Marten, Wolf, and Panther Dancer to your graveyard all in 1 turn. 1 Borreload Dragon, because we are respecting the mirror match in this household. It's very difficult for you to out Saber Dancer unless you're crashing your own Saber Dancer, unless you make Borreload and steal it and then kill him. So I think you definitely want to be playing Borreload, because otherwise you probably don't have a good ace card in the mirror. 1 copy of Evil Swarm Nightmare for your end board. 1 copy of Abyss Dweller. This is mandatory for your turn 1 combo. You need a rank 4 that detaches for effect on your own turn. 1 copy of Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King. This is also part of your going second combo. The Lunalights were playing Saber Dancer for situations in which you don't have Panther access. Panther Dancer, you're never fusion summoning this card. You're exclusively sending it to the graveyard. And 1 copy of Leo Dancer as our OTK boss monster. If you don't have Borreload Dragon, you can play Lunalight Cat Dancer. It's exclusively worse, but there have been situations in which I technically could have fused for 2 Lunalight monsters to make Cat Dancer and pushed for lethal. That's the deck. I think it's pretty damn great. I had a lot of fun playing it. And let's take a look at how it performs against some of the decks I expect us to be seeing on the ladder in the coming months. Game number 1 here going to be up against Yugi Moto Dsod on Determination to fight Orcust. Big thank you to Mechlord for helping me record all these replays. I expect this version of Orcust to be the only version playable post-ban list. It did, of course, perform very well at the KC Cup, and as a result had pure Orcust get slaughtered instead of this one. I have no idea why. So we're going to activate our normal combo here. Normal summon Kaleido Chick, Scale Tiger, send Yellow Martin off of the effect of Kaleido Chick, revive Yellow off the effect of Tiger. Then we're going to overlay for Abyss Dweller. We need this card to detach on our own turn, getting Yellow in the graveyard, activate to return Tiger to the hand. Activate the Scale Alleviation to send the Black Sheep and a level 4 from deck. Going to activate Tiger in the Scale again. Target the level 4 we sent and overlay into Evil Swarm Nightmare. This is our turn 1 board off our 2-card combo. Very powerful. It hoses basically any deck that relies on its graveyard, which is quite a few to be fair. And Evil Swarm Nightmare stops special summoning. So if Dark got limited like it should have on the ban list, this would have been a crazy board, but of course it does get outed by Dark which is very funny. We are going to activate Dweller in the standby phase, chain the effect of Nightmare to the special summon of Harp, going to chain Nightmare again to the special summon of Gandora, and that is the end of their turn. We're going to activate Lunalight Tiger to revive Kaleido Chick, going to send Panther for cost, going to negate the effect to change the name, which is okay because we have that monster in the graveyard. We can fuse with it and a Lunalight Black Sheep in our grave to make Leo Dancer, activate Kaleido Chick, activate Yellow Martin to put Tiger in our hand for no real reason, change the guy to attack position, get in for 1800, destroy all special summon monsters, and kill them. Next game here, going to be up against Seto Kaiba Dsod on Blue Eyes, Dimension Blue Eyes. How incredibly interesting. We're going to be going second, and let's see what they can do here. The Spirit Dragon is, of course, very good against our deck, but we can probably play through it. We do not open our combo, so we're going to have to see what we can make happen here. They're going to normal summon the Sage with Eyes of Blue, search a stone, discard the stone for 2 Blue Eyes, Alternative, and Vanilla. Then they are going to reveal that Blue Eyes White Dragon in hand to special summon Alt Dragon. Then they will synchro summon into their boss monster Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. They will set a card, or activate Melody of Awakening Dragon, rather, to grab another Alt Dragon and another Vanilla Blue Eyes. If they held that for turn 2, they could have searched Chaos Max, but I don't know if that really mattered. They're going to activate Blue Eyes Dimension, discard to send, and add Monster Reborn. How incredibly interesting. They're going to activate Whitestone to summon Abyss Dragon and search a Polymerization for next turn. So we got to kill them here. We'll see if we can't do that. They're going to add Blue Eyes White Dragon to their hand. Very fascinating board. Let's draw our Yellow Martin, discard that to draw Tiger. Very funny. Search Lunalight Fusion, activate the effect of Tiger to target Yellow Martin. Then we will overlay for Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King to force out their negate. Then we will activate the effect of Spirit Dragon to tag out in response, so their monsters will be protected from targeting and destruction, which is a little unfortunate. I think I'm going to have to try a little hard to get lethal here, but I might fail at it. We'll have to see. We're going to activate Lunalight Fusion, going to make Leo Dancer. Then we'll activate Tinky to grab Yellow Martin. Going to activate Black Sheep. I could have added another Polymerization to my hand to Fusion Summon Cat Dancer, and that might have actually won me the game here. So if I was playing Cat Dancer, I think I probably won this game, which is very funny. So if you want to play it over Borreload Dragon, you're not incorrect. We probably lose from this position given all their advantage. They're going to banish our Cosmic Cyclone, reveal a monster for Alt Dragon, going to activate Alt Dragon to destroy Tiger King, going to Synchro Summon into Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, Then they're going to activate the White Stone of Ancients to banish it back to add the alternative dragon to their hand. Then they're going to activate the polymerization they searched, then fuse for Twin Burst Dragon, and that is lethal damage on the field. Going to activate Abyss Dragon to get them over our Leo Dancer and kill me with big freaking dragons. Alrighty, folks, next game here. Going to be up against a Ghost Gal on Altergeist. Altergeist, of course, performed pretty well in the KC Cup, a solid rogue contender that will probably gain more popularity as the power level of the metagame goes down. We draw our nothing really good, actually. We get Kaleido Chick, but no Tiger. Going to activate Lunalight Alleviation to send Tiger. Then we're going to activate Black Sheep to get Tiger to our hand. So I guess we did open Tiger after all. Then we're going to normal summon Lunalight Kaleido Chick, sending Yellow Martin. Going to activate the effect of Tiger in the scale to target our Crimson Fox to revive it. Going to make a copy of Abyss Dweller. Then we're going to activate Abyss Dweller to detach Kaleido Chick. Going to activate Yellow Martin to return Tiger. Then activate Tiger to target Kaleido Chick. Then activate the effect of Kaleido Chick to send an Emerald Bird for no real reason. Then we're going to overlay for Evil Swarm Nightmare and see if we can't make something happen here. Abyss Dweller a lot less good against Altergeist, but it does still stop Meluseek. They're going to activate the effect of Meluseek to send our Tiger. Then we're going to detach for Abyss Dweller just to get another level 4 in the graveyard. We draw Cosmic Cyclone, which is pretty good. We snipe the Warning Point. Going to activate Lunalight Wolf to fusion summon with our 3 monsters in grave. If I had sent Panther Dancer, we could have made Leo here and won the game. They're going to activate Personal Spoofing to shuffle back a Meluseek for a Multi-Faker. They're going to activate the effect of Multi-Faker in the hand to summon itself and bring a Silk out. Going to activate Nightmare to flip Silk back to force it out, which is fine with me. Then we're going to go to the battle phase and clear their board. Let's see what they can do here. They are going to activate Personal Spoofing to shuffle back a Meluseek and add a Multi-Faker to their hand. Going to normal summon a Marionetter to set a manifestation from the graveyard, but I don't think they have an out to our Saber Dancer at this point. We're going to activate our Lunalight Tiger. They're going to activate Dinomischus to minus themselves, activate Personal Spoofing so they don't get rid of their last Multi-Faker. Then they're going to add a Marionetter to their hand so they can discard for effect. They will activate Manifestation targeting the Multi-Faker. They will then summon Silk. That is totally fine. They are going to bounce the Multi-Faker to bounce our Abyss Dweller, which is totally fine. They're going to normal summon Meluseek to make a Link Karibo. Activate Meluseek to search a Conquery. And we should be getting off to the races here because we draw a Kaleido Chick, sending Panther Dancer. Then we will Miracle Fuse for a Leo Dancer. No effects during the battle phase for you, and that is the game. Next game here, going to be up against a Jaden Yubel on, of course, Yubel Neos, what I suspect will be the most common deck post-ban list. It's just a BLS, but unnerfed. They're going to activate the Eternal Bond skill. Very interesting. We have drawn Tiger plus Chick for the 4th game in a row. Then they are going to, of course, activate their skill not once, not twice, but 3 times in one turn. Going to flip summon the Yubel and then activate Eternal Balls to grab a Neos to their hand, and they're going to set 2 cards and pass. This is a hard monster to out. We're going to need to go to battle phase after we've banished our Kaleido Chick and then destroy it with Leo Dancer's effect. They're going to Book of Moon our Kaleido Chick. Then we will activate the effect of Sheep. Then we will activate the effect of Wolf. Wolf's effect will activate to make Saber Dancer. That will activate Kaleido Chick's effect. Then we will Warning Point it, and that is not ideal. We're going to activate Tenki to grab an Emerald Bird for next turn, get a Lunalight Fusion off if they try to Fusion Summon. They're going to Summoner's Art, grabbing the next Neos. But basically whatever they do here is the end of the game because they just attack into us for 3,700 damage and then attack us directly. We have lost the game, and so they attack us with Yubel and then Neos. Final game here going to be up against a Yami Yugi on BLS. Pre-nerf, something you can expect to see for the next 9 days, and then we'll probably still run into on ladder and lose to the games. They just happen to draw 3 Book of Moons and an Envoy. So we have drawn an incredibly good hand here. They're going to normal summon Blackluster Soldier, Endymion, Magistus of Mastery. Going to add another Blackluster Soldier, Endymion, Magistus of Mastery to hand. Then destroy Blackluster Soldier, Artemis, the Magistus Moon Maiden. Banish a Light and a Dark to summon the fucking Envoy. Then they're going to add the Legendary Swordsman. Return all those cards to the graveyard, set 2 and pass. Didn't draw us 3 back row. They're not good at Yu-Gi-Oh! We are going to add Tiger to our hand and try to kill them this turn. They're going to flip Book of Moon on our Kaleido Chick. What an unfortunate turn of events. We're going to grab a Polymerization from our deck to our hand. Then we're going to activate Lunalight Tiger to target the Black Sheep just to get it on the field. Then we will activate Polymerization to fuse for Saber Dancer. activate the effect of Kaleido Chick to target Polymerization, activate Black Sheep to target Emerald Bird, activate Emerald Bird to target Kaleido Chick. That will get it back onto the field, so we can activate its effect to send Panther Dancer. Just kidding, they are going to activate the second Book of Moon. We're going to activate Lunalight Alleviation and learn something truly heinous about the skill. You can also send monsters from the extra deck. We will then scale Wolf, and despite our opponent's best efforts, we are going to make Lunalight Leo Dancer, and we are going to kill them into the sun by attacking twice with Leo Dancer. So we're back with the deck, and outside of a truly rough Neos Yubel matchup, every one of those games looked winnable, even the one we lost to Blue Eyes because we didn't have Cat Dancer. Despite that loss, I still think Borreload Dragon is too important a card in the extra deck to cut, because I expect so many decks in the format to be summoning Towers monsters like Chaos Max and opposing Lunalight boss monsters that I think having a dedicated out to them is probably mandatory. For that reason, if you're playing a deck that isn't Lunalight, I suggest you find space in your extra deck for a Borreload Dragon or a Ningirsu if you own them, and if your deck is locked out of Link monsters, try finding space for a Utopia the Lightning at the very least. As far as tech cards go to beat this deck, I highly suggest DD Crow due to its versatility and ability to hit other top decks as well. Dark Hole, while strong against this deck's going first board, does nothing to an established Lunalight boss monster, because more often than not they're going to be summoning Leo Dancer instead of Saber Dancer. If you're a budget player deciding whether or not you want to play this deck, I can't fully recommend it unless you also plan on playing either Boojins or Fire Fists, because while this deck is incredibly cheap and easy to get, it is also not long for this world. This deck is incredibly powerful and consistent to the point where I think both Kaleido Chick and Tiger are going to be hit on the ban list, and will make the deck incredibly inconsistent and borderline unplayable in the coming months. So only get it if you are either A, a huge Lunalight fan like I am, or B, plan on playing the other Beast Warrior decks in the box, which are very unlikely to get hit due to their respective lower power levels. All in all, I expect this deck to be a solid meta contender in the upcoming format. It's incredibly fun to play. Unfortunate the skill doesn't make any sense because it's mistranslated, and I wish Konami could get their shit together. So that's that. Thank you all so much for watching till the end of the video, and I hope you all enjoyed it or at the very least found it informational. If you did enjoy this video, please consider leaving a like and a comment to boost this video's metrics and help more people see it. I hope everyone is looking forward to playing this deck in the upcoming meta, or if you're playing against it, I hope it isn't going to cause you too much trouble. I will see you all in the next video, and thank you all again so much for your time.